Every anime has something in common. It can be theme, genre, or something else. But what if an object that was always as background, in reality, it's something that moves the plot or represents the emotions of characters and the world where they live? Nestled under flickering streetlights, softly glowing in the background, or as a quick pit stop for the protagonist to grab a can of iced coffee or a melon soda. For something as simple as a box that dispenses snacks and drinks, vending machines play an unexpectedly big role in anime. And it's not just as a quirky prop. They're a subtle, yet consistent presence, almost a character on their own.
Surprise, motherfucker!
To understand better how they came to be something more than what they wanted to be, we need a little context. The first Japanese vending machine appeared in 1888, selling cigarettes. It wasn't until the 1960s, however, that the concept really took off. In a society that prided itself on efficiency and innovation, vending machines were a perfect fit. They offered convenience in a compact, reliable package, and they became a symbol of modernity and progress. The machines were designed to cater to the fast-paced lifestyle of urban dwellers. Today, Japan has the highest density of vending machines in the world. There's a machine for everything: hot coffee, cold drinks, instant noodles, fresh flowers, umbrellas, toys, even the occasional surprise capsule toys.
うち知ってるん。こういうのは腕時計出ると思わせて変なの出るん。
From bustling Tokyo streets to quiet rural train stations. But they're not just about convenience. They are a reflection of Japan's love for automation, precision, and let's be real, a little bit of whimsy. At first glance, they seem like convenient, unremarkable props. A place for characters to grab a quick drink, a backdrop for a romantic encounter, or a moment to gather their thoughts. But we can evolve the meaning and use the philosophy of choice. Everything in the world has a choice. Nothing exists without it. The vending machine represents the most basic choice. You walk up to a vending machine, insert a coin, press a button, and get what you want. It's a moment of choice, a brief pause in the chaos of daily life. For anime characters, this pause often acts as a subtle narrative tool, a chance to reflect, to take a breath, or to reveal a hidden part of themselves. Whether it's time, emotion, or circumstance, much like the characters themselves, they become part of a larger cycle, a loop of choices, actions, and consequences. And in a world where not everything can be neatly resolved, vending machines offer a fleeting sense of simplicity and control. A small moment where, for once, you get exactly what you want. They're like tiny silent guardians of the streets, offering comfort for those who need it. A small, reliable refuge for characters lost in their own worlds. In their silent, unassuming presence, often become powerful symbols with anime narratives. They act as subtle intersections where characters connect across different timelines, realities, or even states of mind. In many ways, they represent the complexity of human experiences, acting as a bridge between contrasting elements, whether it's time, emotion, or circumstance. They stand as quiet, steadfast observers, witnessing the interplay of longing, confusion, and attempts at resolution. It's as if time bends and twists around them, highlighting moments of connection that might otherwise seem impossible. They are symbols of constancy and change, predictability and spontaneity. Much like the characters themselves, they become part of a larger cycle. They represent the epitome of convenience, instant satisfaction at the press of a button. This convenience often extends beyond mere snacks.
オカリンは本当にドクペが好きだよね。
選ばれし者の知的飲料だからな。
In Steins Gate, the vending machine is not just a source of sustenance, but becomes an icon of friendship and camaraderie, where characters engage in light-hearted banter while awaiting their favorite drinks. The choice presented in vending machines mirrors the various paths characters can take in their journeys, symbolizing freedom and agency in a world that often feels chaotic and uncontrollable. Oregairu explores the idea of personal change, as well as the stubborn resistance to change, juxtaposed to the eagerness to change for all the wrong reasons. Hachiman is a loner. Yuki no Shida never lies. And Yui Gahama is a nice girl, are lies that Hachiman consistently would try to convince himself of in the series. This is because he is inadvertently creating a world with scenarios he understands. In Oregairu, the vending machine is emblematic of Hachiman's inner struggles. His choice to reach for a can of Max coffee often signifies moments of crisis as he navigates the tumultuous waters of high school life. It can be a metaphor of Hachiman that tries to explore the emotional and introspective dimensions linked to a place called school, portraying moments of solitude, contemplation, or even existential crisis. The contrast between the vibrant life of the city and the stillness of the vending machine encourages reflection on themes of isolation, connection, and the fleeting nature of happiness. Thus, it not only showcases a tangible element of modern existence, representing the complexities of an era defined by rapid change and fleeting interactions.
コーラでいい？はい。
In a world filled with noise and expectation, Bocchi represents the depth of social anxiety, a character burdened by suffocating loneliness. Yet Nijika picked up Bocchi's reference from cola. Likewise, Nijika knew Bocchi's cola preference. Sometimes friendships don't need loud proclamations or grand gestures. Sometimes they're in the smallest, quietest actions. For Bocchi, a character defined by her internal words of social anxiety, a simple cola becomes a lifeline, a ritual she returns to, where loneliness meets comfort. The vending machine does nothing to be the main wingman, and that's the cool thing.
The regularly scheduled diagnostic review has been...
Hey, lonely?
In a world where people need to fight alien invaders, the story shines in how it explores the cast's instability, loneliness, insecurities, and interpersonal relationships in this nihilistic world. Vending machines subtly reinforce themes of loneliness and emotional distance in the middle of a sprawling city. Characters often interact with machines rather than people, highlighting the isolation of modern life. Shinji, lost in a world of existential dread and responsibilities far beyond his years, finds a moment of solace in the company of a vending machine. For a boy who's grappling with issues of identity, loneliness, and meaning, the simple act of buying a drink is a way to regain a small semblance of control. In a show that's all about the complexities of the human psyche, a vending machine offers an ironic contrast. Simple, reliable, and straightforward. Everything that Shinji's life isn't. They represent an element of predictability in an unpredictable world. You insert a coin, and you get what you paid for. There's no hidden catch, no deception. In a world of uncertainty, that small guaranteed exchange feels oddly comforting. But why, when looking at images like this or scenes in anime where the character uses the vending machine at night or at sunset, there's a strange feeling that I was there? It's called liminal spaces, and one of the motives why vending machines became something more than they needed to be. In anime, that's the idea behind them. If you take the simplest possible action, a Wikipedia page on liminal spaces opens before you. The liminal spaces are described as places where a person exists in a traditional period. And if there's anything more vague than this description, please tell me about it, because essentially, life itself is a liminal space, existing between being and non-being. Okay, let's use a concrete example. Take a school. It has an entrance, which we'll call point A. It also has a specific classroom, which we'll call point B. But what lies between point A and point B? Right, the hallway. Yes, I've attained the superpowers of Captain Obvious. But remember, have you ever stayed there late? Maybe for a rehearsal, an after-school meeting, or some kind of club. And suddenly everything starts to feel different. A rare sound echoes with a hollow resonance, cutting through the monotonous hum of fluorescent lights. And these lights somehow seem to work at half capacity. Or maybe it's just that you've never seen any artificial lighting in the school before. During the day, there's always sunlight, too. If you just stand in that hallway for a moment, you might catch yourself in an incredibly hard-to-describe feeling. Like everything is there, but something is off. Because you're neither at point A nor point B. That's liminality, a space between one thing and another. But why is there that feeling? Because it's missing context. Because that context has been stripped away. Yes, it's that simple. And that's where the mystery lies. These hallways aren't unsettling because they're darker, because of the buzzing lights, but because there's no context. There are no people. When you're in the school hallway, you're there outside a class 99% of the time. Like all other students, you're not used to seeing them empty. It's as if there should be more reasons for such a feeling, right? Well, here's okay, weird question. But have you ever thought about design, like in principle? All right, let's take a step back. Do you know what kinds of photos can never be considered liminal spaces? None whatsoever. Photos of nature. Any photo of nature in all its variety feels absolutely natural. Always. Mountains, plains, tundras, deserts. They've all been there. Not shaped by human whims, but by time and the laws of physics. It's important, not by human whims. Have you ever thought about how absolutely everything is designed and created by someone? Okay, sure, machines and technology are full-blown design art, but even the packaging for cotton swabs, someone made that. The design of disposable cutlery, cardboard packaging, someone designed those. And they just exist, you know? They're functional, but they lack ideas. I mean, what kind of idea could a cotton swab have? Now tell me, what idea does a hallway have? Exactly. The building exterior has an idea. Specific rooms have an idea. In hospitals, it's sterility. In schools, it's knowledge. In hotels, it's comfort. But hallways don't have an idea. They're functional. They cut you off from points A and B, strip away the context of the rooms, and leave you in an absolute vacuum of meaning and ideas. This is the broadest description of a liminal space. Vending machines don't have an idea. They are functional. You insert a coin, choose a product, and you take it. That's it. But in the context of anime, the writers are using them for their ideas, not function. Loneliness, depression, thoughts, encounters, growth of characters. The ideas are infinite. The Japanese writers made something that in real life is like a given thing. They are everywhere. They expand them to make more than just dispensers of drinks and snacks. They're silent companions. They're there on cold, lonely nights when you need something to hold. They're there on bright, sunny days when you're parched and looking for a quick refreshment. They're witnesses to countless stories and countless moments, and in their own way they hold a piece of the human experience. In anime, they become a metaphor, a symbol, a narrative device that goes beyond their utilitarian purpose. They're a reminder of the small, beautiful moments that make up life, and they carry a strange sense of comfort and familiarity.